Oh, hey everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the most exciting topic on the planet, utilities. I know, I'm so excited. Are you ready? Hey everyone, William Corbett here with Port City Living at EXP Realty, serving the Greater Wilmington, North Carolina area. If you've been by my channel before, welcome back. I'm glad to have you. If you haven't, you might want to consider subscribing and hitting that little bell because I upload videos once a week. I talk about real estate topics and things having to do with the Greater Wilmington area. So again, welcome. So the first thing that I think of when it comes to utilities would be power. I think that's one of the most important things because without power, you can't really function. So Duke Energy pretty much has the monopoly on the power here in the Wilmington area. So here's a good rule of thumb. If you're going to close on your property, or even if you're leasing a property, you want to start your power on the day that you're closing or the day that your lease begins. Now, we kind of hope that previous sellers or previous tenants might leave power on a couple of days past those dates, but you can't always count on that. So you want to make sure that you're covered and that the day you move in, your power is on and ready to go because, let's face it, I don't think anybody wants to move stuff around in the dark. Here's a side note about electricity for those who are interested in the statistics, but the average residential electricity rate in Wilmington is 4.4 less than the North Carolina average of 10.91 cents per kilowatt. Wilmington, the average residential electricity rate in Wilmington is 12.21% less than the national average at $11.88 per kilowatt. And rates in the US average from 8.37 cents per kilowatt to 37.34 cents per kilowatt. That's crazy. So some statistics for you. So the other utility that comes to mind for me is cable because I am a TV junkie. Now, I don't have cable personally. I use other avenues, like I do it the old-fashioned way. I use the antenna and then I subscribe to all the streaming things. But if you like cable, then Spectrum is a big one in the area, and also AT&T. So you might want to check the area that you're going to be moving into to make sure that those providers are going to be in that area. But those are the two big ones for here. Also, if you're interested in like Dish or DirecTV, you might want to check and make sure that the community that you're in, it will allow dishes to be installed in the neighborhood. Some places will and some won't. So that would be a really good question to ask if you're a DirecTV or Dish person. Also, the direction is really important because, you know, I've had experiences where I've had those before in the past and they were going to have to stick it like right out in the front yard in my front door, and that's not real cute. So trash is a big utility that you need to think about, and you would kind of think that it would be uniform across the county, but it's not. Some areas of the county you pay for trash disposal in your taxes. Some neighborhoods subscribe to private trash companies. The neighborhood that I live in the 28412 zip code, we subscribe to a private trash company and it is included in my HOA dues. So that's something that's common. And then the other part of that is the recycle part, which is a little confusing to me in this area because it's not readily provided to everyone. There are recycle areas that you can take your recyclables to, but they don't necessarily pick it up with your trash. I know this company that we're subscribed to in my neighborhood does not pick up recycles, so it's a bit of a pain. So keep that in mind. I'm going to include a link down below for waste management, and you can key in the address of where you're thinking about living and you can see whether or not waste management picks up that particular for that particular neighborhood, or you'll need to get your agent to check with maybe the listing agent and find out how that trash is picked up for that particular area that you're looking to move into. Okay, we talked about power, we talked about cable. Let's talk about water. That's a big one because everybody needs water. We do a lot with that, obviously. Cape Fear Water Authority, or Cape Fear Public, what is it called? Cape Fear Water, I don't know what it's called. Anyway, The link is below, so whatever it's called, the link's down there. That's going to be the big one for Wilmington. That's actually a private company that Wilmington hires to take care of their water and sewer. So that's a big one for this area. So you want to call and get that switched over into your name the day of closing as well, to ensure that you have proper water. Other surrounding areas, like in Leland, for example, over the bridge in Brunswick County, they use another company to manage their water and sewer. And then Hampstead area has a different different company for that as well. So Cape Fear Public Water Utility, I think is what it's called. I don't know what it's called. That's weird. Cape Fear Public Utility. I think that's it. Links below. Click on it. Another utility that a lot of people are interested in knowing about is gas or natural gas. The downtown area is a source for natural gas, and then that area kind of spills over into the surrounding areas of downtown. I know I used to live close to 41st Street, which is further on up into Wilmington, and we had natural gas there at the house that I lived at. It was natural gas heat, and our stove was, I believe. So that's something that if you're interested in natural gas, that's a very good Piedmont Natural Gas is a really big company here for that type of thing. There's several companies that you could check into, but that's the big one of the big ones here. Also, if you live further out in the suburbs or maybe in the middle of town and you want to use gas, then that's typically like a propane situation where you have tanks where the company comes and fills the tanks up. That could be, once a year, it could be twice a year. It just depends on how often you use it and what you use it for. A lot of people will use it for their stoves or for their fireplaces and things like that. So natural gas is available in the area, and believe it or not, a lot of people do love to use gas or propane for their cooking. I know my grandmother, she swore by it. She said there was nothing like cooking on a gas stove, and I really miss that cooking. So I think we nailed that interesting topic of utilities in the Wilmington area. So if you have any more questions, though, you can always contact me. My information is below, as well as all the links of the information we talked about down below in the body of the comments section. Thanks for stopping by my channel, and I hope you got some good information, and I hope to see you on the next one. Hey, if you liked the video you heard today, hit that subscribe button and show me some love. I have more videos to come, and I look forward to sharing them with you. Thanks so much, and have a great day. So the first thing you probably think of when you think of utilities, So the first thing that you think of, what am I thinking of?